welcome to Mental Moments, where small changes have lasting ripples. This week, been talking all about awareness and developing awareness and what is awareness and all the different types of awareness. And in this last episode, I'm going to talk about this thing between our ears, the awareness of the thoughts that we have that go through our brain. And we think about the brain, what does it do? A lot. It is evaluating our environment at any moment. It is taking in temperatures. It's, sights, sounds, experiences, what we're saying, what we're hearing, and processing, and all of this stuff. It's a very busy organ. And one thing it definitely does is pumps out thoughts. Our heart pumps blood, our brain pumps thoughts. I've talked about Vance throughout the week, and Vance, it was someone who just really didn't have a lot of awareness, which unfortunately led to the reason why he ended up in a breakup. And then he was very unaware of many of the emotional sensations, but he was very unaware of what was going through his mind about his situation. So he was always caught surprised by having some emotional reaction, an anger outburst or crying spells or just sad and just and then confusion and very little understanding of what was going through his mind prior to feeling these emotional states or while feeling these emotional states. So today I want to talk about some of the thought awareness experiences. Okay, and this is a little more challenging to do because hopefully you're paying attention to me. And so I'm going to be quiet a moment. And when I do, I want you to just let your mind wander and pay attention, almost like you're standing beside yourself, listening to your brain, thinking. So I'm going to be quiet for a moment and let your brain just wander. Okay. What went through your mind? I can tell you some of the thoughts that went through mine is, what time is it? Do I have enough time? Am I waiting long enough? I better make sure I wait long enough. I don't want to be too long, but I don't want to be too long. I don't want people to get bored. My nose itches. Is my cat being have? What else do I have to do today? So some of those kinds of thoughts, and they can have intrusive thoughts where other thoughts just kind of come in or different um, topics. They can all be on some of the similar topics. So for you, just noticing that. And oftentimes, this is a great activity to do in many situations. One, like you're stressing. Somebody will come to me and tell me, I'm all stressed out. And I'm like, what's going through your mind? Well, I got too much to do. And then they'll start rattling on, all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, just see that. And then act as, pretend for a moment you're standing beside yourself as though you had a recorder and you're like recording the brain in its busyness, and just be marveled about what all the brain can do. Like racing thoughts, they'll be just one after another, after another, after another, after another. And when we're in those thoughts, we'll be trying to keep going with them. We'll try to keep up with them and just like, and it feels wow. But if we're like standing beside ourselves, like recording it, like we got a video camera or we got a mic and we're like recording, and just let them be. Just let them just go. Don't try to follow them. Don't even try to understand them. Just watch them tumble. And it's almost like it's just tumbling out. So that can be a very helpful little exercise to pull yourself out of that racing thought moment. Like, I got so much to do. I gotta go here. I gotta go. And if we're in that, we're gonna get feeling frantic and icky. Or like if our brain is tumbling with racing thoughts, whew, we'll just whew. But if instead you stand beside yourself and go, wow, look at those thoughts go. Oh my goodness. And watch them tumble. Now, does it take practice? You betcha it does. Because we want to get engaged with those thoughts. Why are there our thoughts? And we think every thought we have is very important. And many times, no, it's our brain just pumping out thoughts. That's its job. And sometimes it pumps them out very, very quickly, which is a habit that our brain might have developed. Sometimes it's what I call the ticker tape parade. And what is that? That is that you'd be sitting there and it was kind of like, oh, my nose itches. Do I have enough time? Oh, I forgot milk. I got to go to the store. Dang it. Or pick up the kids or to do this or to do that. So the brain's just constantly. It's like that ticker tape that's always at the bottom of a news program. Our brain can be like that, always just thinking, 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 thinking. Now, why is it important to do this? One, it can be helpful to break ourselves of the habit of that kind of stressy, rolling thinking. Two, it can be very helpful for planning. And three, and one of the most important tools, especially for self improvement, is being aware of what those thoughts are in our head that's leading directly to how we feel. So, if you want to learn more, you can check out my course on developing awareness, which includes a screening tool to find out how aware you are and all sorts of little activities that you can engage with to improve on one of the 4 types of awarenesses that I've talked about this week, which are awareness of our physical surroundings, awareness of physical sensations of the body, aware of the emotional sensations with the body, and lastly, awareness of this thing between our ears. And you can also check out many other videos all about self improvement in my YouTube channel or at morejoyfullife.com mental moments. Thank you.